Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very pleased to be with each and every one of you today on this full moon Monday, August the 7th, 2017. Very powerful times that we are in. Who's feeling it? I'm very happy to have a special guest today, and we'll introduce her and bring her on in a few moments. Really excited. She's a dear friend of mine and colleague. We've worked together before, and just so super excited. And what wonderful timing to have her on this show too. I don't know if when we were planning this, if we realized that it was a full moon today. But it's great because she could talk about dreams, dream interpretations. And wow, this is a great time. How many of you have been having very vivid dreams lately? So I really want you to tune in to this show today. And you will be able to ask some questions either in the chat, if you're watching on Facebook Live on the Goldylocks Productions page, or if you want to call in, you could call in and ask questions too. Please try to keep the questions towards dream interpretation. If you need, Pamela, you need some insight on any dreams, Pamela Cummins will be happy to help you with that. And so I'm really looking forward to this show. This is just, like I said, yay, high energy to add to this high energy type of day. I guess so whether you're watching live or whether you are going to watch this in archives, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and just doing some sharing. If you don't mind, if you're watching this live on Facebook, if you don't mind sharing, that'd be great. And we most definitely appreciate those that share, and some feedback is always great. So thank you, everyone. All right. So like I said, today is the full moon in Aquarius. What does that mean to you? You really can look that up. There's a lot of astrologers out there, whether it's in social media. They can tell you the specifics of the full moon in Aquarius. Read that, I think that's great, but how do you feel? How does it affect you? Because it affects everyone differently. And how are you feeling it? How are you feeling it in your body? How about your dreams? I know my dreams have gotten always had vivid dreams, but the last 3 days, they have really gotten very vivid, very colorful, very alive and electric. I just don't know how else to explain it. And so it's very interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see who else is having these types of dreams and these types of experiences. So what I would like to do is I would like to introduce my very special guest, and then I will be bringing her on. And just right now, I'm testing a little bit of the sound as well, making sure we got everything good. Because one of the things when you're a show producer and you run your own show, you've got to do some background stuff too, even while you're live. So that's all right. It's all good. So anyway, Pamela Cummins, for those of you who may not remember, she did have a show on the Goldylocks Productions channel. She had the Love Channel show, and she have always worked with love and relationships and dream interpretation as well. All right, but she teaches you to turn your dreams, nightmare messages into daytime wisdom. I love that, daytime wisdom. She educates how to empower yourself to empower your relationships. Pamela specializes in dream interpretation, love and relationships, and personal growth. You can read and submit questions to her in 2 monthly columns in the Dreamtime and the Love Channel and the Bellesprit Magazine. Pamela is the author of Psychic Wisdom on Love and Relationships, Insights for Singles, Steps to Find Everlasting Love, and the free ebook, Pamela's Love Collections. And of course, learn the secret language of dreams. And you can reach her at her websites, pamelacause.com or learndreaminterpretation.com. And I'll be putting these, for those of you who are watching live, I'll be putting her website in the comments so you can see it as well. And be able to write that down. For those of you who can watch an archive, this video will be edited, where I will add in her information, just kind of overlay that as well. So I might be able to do that now, put some on there, talking out loud. All right. Woohoo. Okay. So without further ado, I would love to bring on the lovely Pamela Cummins. So welcome to the show, Pamela. How are you, dear?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
And I have to,
let
me see here.
Lovely
Tiffany?
Pamela Cummins.
Oops.
So welcome to the show, Pamela. How are you?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Probably gonna
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
Okay. Yes, I can hearing you via live.
Okay. Because we had some problems. I just want to make sure.
I'm trying to keep the sound down so it doesn't feed back through. But I can hear you just fine.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
I just want to make sure there's not that kickback with radio or anything, but we're going to be just fine. So, all right, everything sounds good. So welcome to the show. So excited to have you here with us today.
I'm so excited too. And this is the first time I've ever done a radio show live, so I hope, everything's okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the sound down just a little bit more because there's a delay. And I will tell you that if you call in on the phone and you want to watch on Facebook Live too, there is a bit of a delay. But that's okay. It's just going to seem like, you're watching one of those foreign films or an Asian film or Godzilla movie, where the lips, where the audio and the video don't match and sync up, but that's okay. So, all right. So, Pamela, I have to ask you, what got you into dream interpretation?
Oh, what got me into dream interpretation is I've always been a dreamer, and growing up, I thought they were funny. They were nonsense. They're so silly, wacky, didn't make any sense until I started working on my personal growth. And it was back in I started working on my personal growth and my spirituality back in 1989. I was in a lot of pain. I had a bunch of dysfunctional relationships, and I knew it was time to start working on myself. And what happened was I was having a lot of dreams about childhood stuff and a lot of symbolic dreams. And I didn't understand them, but I just knew that I needed to look into it. So I worked with a therapist at the time who was specialized in dream interpretation, and she helped me learn what my dreams meant. And after a while, it was easier for me to start to understand. And I've always been kind of fascinated with it. Anyhow, and as I was having my dreams, I started having precognitive dreams. And if people don't know what that is, it's dreams of the future. I thought Merlin wanted to come up for a minute. That's why he was right by me. I started having a lot of precognitive dreams that came true. And as I was learning about my dreams of the past, they were starting to make more sense of who I was. And I just found it fascinating. And after a while, because I was having all these precognitive dreams of the future, my therapist didn't want to work with me. So I just continued on learning on my own and journaling my dreams and finding the meanings and seeing the symbols that kept going on. And we'll talk about dream journals later. And before you know it, I was interpreting other people's dreams. And I just find it so fascinated. And I found that dreams help with every area of your life. But once you start understanding the secret language of dreams, you need to put it into your daytime, activities. And after a while, I don't know how long it was, 6 months to a year, because of the precognitive dreams, it started bringing out my psychic abilities. So that's what got me into dream interpretation. I don't know.
Wow, that's great. I know we mentioned earlier too that it's the full moon, but also it's the Lion's Gate is open as well. And for those of you who maybe want some more information on that, you can Google that as well. Just, it's the Lion's Gate portal is open. It's connected to the planet Sirius. So it's very high, powerful time. It opened July 27th and is open until August 12th, but tomorrow being the most active day. So right here, you see we have this full moon today, and then the high point of this Lion's Gate portal being open on tomorrow, 8/8. And so it's interesting how people have dreamed of lions, maybe had messages of lions, and what does that mean to you? And I have to ask you, Pamela, do dream dictionaries actually help to interpret?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like,
Okay, you got a little cut off there, but you asked me, do dream interpretations help with dreams? Is that what you asked? Okay, I don't know if it's a delay, so I'm just going to answer it. Okay? All right, I think we're being delayed right here. So, okay, I'm just gonna answer that. Do dream interpretations help with your dream? Okay. A little bit, okay? I think it's really important to understand symbolism because it helps interpret your dreams, but it really helps you during the daytime too. Dream interpretation dictionaries are kind of like 101. It's like learning your ABCs is a good, thing. Like you're not going to learn your ABCs and all of a sudden write poetry, or you're not going to learn how to count and understand how to do division or calculus or anything like that. They're a good foundation, but there's a lot of things that people don't. When you go into a dream dictionary, they usually list all this stuff, but what they don't take into consideration is your feelings. Feelings are so important. For example, and I wrote a blog about this, if a man, we'll use this example, if a man asks a woman to marry them, most people are thinking, oh, you're going to get married, okay? But what's your feeling in the dream? Are you like horrified? Oh my God, this man's asking me to marry him. Or are you happy? Or are you dreaming about maybe your child getting married? All right, but your child's only 12 years old. But if your child's 30. So that's just the feelings in the dream. It's also things that are going on in your life. Okay, that affects the dream. Things that have happened in your past. Things that can happen even in your future. All right, the people in the dream and all the other symbolism. All right, so when you look into the dream dictionary, it's just generic. Also, sometimes when you look into a dream dictionary or somebody may interpret your dream, okay, there's also a feeling of like, yeah, that feels right. Okay, so I get really nervous when people say, oh, I went to my dream app, I went to this. Yeah, they help, but there's so much more. And you also see, is this dream going, is it going on again and again and again? Is it a recurring dream? Is it a precognitive dream? Maybe it's a solution dream. There's a lot of other things that are involved. And again, it's like learning your ABCs and then trying to write poetry. It's not going to happen. Does that make sense? Okay, we're definitely having a delay.
Yeah, I thank you so much. That really clarifies a lot by answering that. And I just would like to let everyone know that we were having some issues with the Blog Talk Radio. And yeah, I know there is a delay. So I went ahead and shut the Blog Talk Radio down. So go ahead, everyone. And if you want to listen, let's listen and watch live via Facebook on Goldylocks Productions page. And what I'm listening and then watching, I have to watch Pamela's lips move. Okay, she's talking. Okay, now she's not. But that's okay. That's all part of the fun with live. What everybody has to go through, right, when they're all live. It's kind of like, okay. But it's all right. It's fun, and it's very informative, this information. And this discussion we're talking about. So let me ask you, how can you get started to learn the secret language of dreams? What would you recommend to people?
Okay, what I would recommend to people, and it's funny because you were kind of delayed on that, so I hope I got, how can you get started? I think the most important thing is, one, you have to remember your dreams, okay? And I do have a free gift on my site, Learn Dream Interpretation, but you have to, on how to do that, you have to learn how to remember them. And then you need to start journaling your dreams, because a lot of times people are like, oh, I'll remember that dream, all right? But within minutes and even seconds, it starts to disappear. So write it down, talking into a recording device. Type it, whatever feels right to you. What's really important if you're really busy is just to write down your feelings and the main plot, the things that really stood out if you have to get to work. But write it down, because when you start writing your dreams down, you can start seeing the similar symbols that you can't find in a dream dictionary. You can write down your feelings. You can write down what you think about it. But what's really cool, especially with precognitive dreams, if you have a record of it and then something similar happens, you're like, oh, okay, that's what a precognitive dream is. That's what it feels like. So you really just have to start doing it. Of course, you can get me to help you with it, find all kinds of information. And really, it's like learning the guitar. You just have to start doing it and studying it, and it takes time. You're not going to get it overnight. All right, so I hope there's not a delay. Did you get all that, Tiffany, live? Okay.
I got it all. So, yay, and I fixed the delay issue, so at least on my end. This is just really is so, I love that you're doing this, because I know that you've helped so many people, and I love that you help empower people as well, to interpret their dreams. And journaling and then having the dreams and then keep it like a dream journal, you really do get the messages that your soul's trying to tell you through the dreams. And so I love that. I love it. And this, you're using your mediumship and guiding people to what their messages are too. So she's very powerful, powerhouse in that regard. So, all right, what are the different dream styles?
Okay, the different dream styles are different types of categories, which I find is really important. The funniest ones are what I call environment dreams. And environment dreams, for instance, is you might dream that you need, and I get this all the time, that I need to find a restroom and I can't find it, and I finally find one and there's no door on it and there's people around. And I see you cracking up, and they are funny, So when I wake up, I run to the bathroom, because obviously Mother Nature is calling, or if you're thirsty, or what's going on around you. For instance, an old roommate of mine, I love this example, is she had a dream that she was getting her teeth drilled, and she woke up, and right on the sidewalk, the town workers were out there, using a jackhammer drilling. So it came into her dream. All right. So, but they keep us safe. That's really important. Then there's solution dreams. And I find these really helpful because if you're having an issue, you can ask before you go to sleep, you know, what kind of, what do I need to do to solve this problem? And I know for me, I'm still in my relationship because of a solution dream, you know, because before I even met him, I didn't think, oh, it wasn't worth the trouble. And thank God I asked in my dream. They can give you insights to work, you know, money issues. All right. It's just interpreting it. Let me see. Okay. So environment solutions, health and body dreams, you know, what to do to prevent health issues and also what to do to help your health issues. Excuse me, recurring dreams, you know, and we could have a whole show just obviously on recurring dreams, things that happen over and over and over and over again in your dream, because obviously it's an issue to look at. Precognitive dreams, which are my favorite, that help in the future. You can have past life dreams. I know I'm forgetting one. Spiritual dreams that help with your spiritual growth, you know, and it's funny because I forgot all about the Lion's Gate, and I was like, I had dreams about lions last night, so I'm going to really have to look into that. But, you know, I've had people who've had spiritual dreams, and it usually has a figure in it like Buddha or Jesus. You know, a lot of Christians have it about Jesus, or Native Americans are popular, or goddesses and stuff like that. I know I'm forgetting relationship dreams, of course. And dreams of the deceased, which again, we could do a whole show about that. Is it a visitation? Is it not? There's lucid dreaming, which I'm not an expert at, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Oh, thank goodness the air conditioning went off. I can hear better. Post-traumatic stress disorder, which is about things that have really actually happened to you, okay? And you're dreaming to help, you know, healing. So really, dream interpretation, really, and why we're on the planet Earth, is to help you grow in love and in spiritual growth, you know, and to serve people. And they're just giving us messages that we're too stubborn or too egotistic or too busy during the daytime to listen to. So the guides and angels are like, all right, you know, I'm fed up with her not getting or him not getting the message. Let's go into the dream time. And that's why we get it, you know? That makes sense. Correct?
I love that because like I can hear my guides, you know, say things like that. Oh my gosh, she's not listening again, you know. So we have to give it in a dream, you know. So it's. I just want to remind everyone we have people joining in, watching. So if you would like to ask a question to Pamela about dreams, dream interpretation, please leave that in the comments, and we'll get that question right to her. And so the environmental dream, I have to tell you, I love it. That I'm not the only one that has that same dream about I have to go to the bathroom and I can't find a bathroom, or if I do, there's no door, there's no toilet paper, there's no stall around it, just a toilet, and you're exposed to the public, and it's like, what is that all about? Or you go somewhere and you're naked, and it's like, I forgot my clothes when I'm in public.
Well, it is funny, but when you think about naked, you're burying yourself. You're vulnerable, you know? But yeah, they're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. Or having dreams about being thirsty and drinking gallons of water. Yeah, they are a lot. They are a lot of fun. But you know, they're quite useful because they've saved people from dangerous situations. Like if someone broke into your house, you could dream about them breaking in. Boom, it wakes you up. Okay? So they, you know, they are there for a reason. I mean, think about cavemen. Well, and even animals have them too. Especially like cats. You know, I'm a crazy cat lady. Cats really, you know, they're always aware of their environment, and even in their sleeping. So thank God for environment dreams, you know, even though dreaming about not being able to find a bathroom is pretty funny.
Well, I know.
I remember this one client, she had a dream about toilets overflowing. Okay, so that wasn't so much an environment dream. That was more about like, and it was dirty water. So it was more about like all her issues overflowing and there were people outside. So it was issues with people that she had in her life. So there's a good example of how these categories help with the different things. I mean, dream interpretation dictionaries are good because there are similar things, certain signs that are similar, like the car and a house is really part of you, but not always. But it gives you a general idea. So I would not say, I think the good thing is not to rely on them. But you know what helps with dream interpretation really well is tarot. The tarot cards or oracle cards, yeah, they really help me. You sleep with them at night, and if you sleep with them underneath your pillow or by your nightstand, you're going to have some wild dreams. I know for myself, and obviously I remember my dreams better than anybody else's. I've had really wild dreams about tarot cards that weren't even invented, and they were so beautiful. But if you learn the symbolism of tarot, or probably even runes or anything, that helps. That's why even symbol dictionaries, and then see what it means to you. Like for instance, a grasshopper, that's what's coming to mind. You see a grasshopper, what does that mean to you? All right. Most people are going to say leap ahead. It's good fortune. But what happens if you were a kid, and you got invaded by grasshoppers? Or if you're terrified of any kind of bug, it's going to have a totally different meaning. So symbolism really is, what does it mean to you? And I often tell my clients, you are the best interpreter of your dream, because I can help you, but I'm not in your skin. I don't have all your history. Do you know what I mean? I don't have all your feelings to be complete. I can guide you. But Tiffany, that's the same thing when we give psychic readings. We can guide them. You got to do the work.
Right. Absolutely. There's only so much that the guidance can do. You have to do the work too, most definitely. And that is, I find it gets easier when we open to receive and stop being so stubborn and want to lie to ourselves. Because that's when we really get some dreams, when we're being too stubborn to listen or to accept some of the messages that are coming through with maybe a way that our life is going in. And we kind of are like, no, I'm not budging. Watch your dreams, watch how the angels and guides are communicating with you. And it really does work when you stop fighting and surrender. And it's like, wow, a whole new world just opens up to you of why did I even resist this? And it is very powerful. I'm going to put on the screen, hope it shows up real quick here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here is one of Pamela's websites. Here it is. It's PamelaCummins.com. Okay, and so that's one of them. I'll just leave it here for just a moment, so in case anybody would like to jot that down. And this is for those, now this is being recorded, so those that's going to watch the archives, they can see it. It is put in the comment section for those live, so you can click right on it because it's linked, and you can go right to her website while you are watching the show too. And then maybe that might trigger some questions for you. So that's one of the websites, and here's the other one. The LearnDreamInterpretation.com. Excuse me. So that's her other website. But you have links to both of the websites. So if you just get to one of them, you will be able to find your way around. She is very good with that. And in social media, she is all over the place. She has put herself out there. There we go. All right. So,
Tiffany, can I just add that I just want to add to people that I do have a contest going on. It ends September 15th. So if you want to win a free dream interpretation session, check that out. It really is on my dream interpretation website, but either or you can get to it. And please enter that because it's $160 value. So, yeah. So, well, I'm feeling generous. You do have to sign up for my mailing list. You can unsubscribe. And I promise I won't spam you because I hate when people send me like 2 to 3 emails a week or more. Oh, that drives me crazy. So I do one newsletter a month, and if something, a special event, I might email you for that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just let them know. So good luck to whoever wins it.
That's and I hope you visit her websites and follow the instruction. You have the contest instructions on the websites, right?
Right.
Okay, great. Pamela, how can the viewers start to remember their dreams? What are some steps to help them remember?
Okay. And you will get some information on that if you sign up for that. But basically, it's really the willingness. Okay. I know that sounds weird, but it's the willingness to remember your dreams, because some people are afraid. You know, oh my God, especially if people have nightmares. Oh, that's a category I forgot. See? Nightmares are really a gift because they help you discover what you are ignoring in your life. Okay, so the willingness to do that, you can ask your higher source, God, Jesus, whoever it is. And I see somebody leaving a message, so we will get to you, Wendy. I promise we have time for that. I see. Ask them to help you. Also, write yourself a letter before you go to sleep. They say that's very helpful. And just say over and over, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. I will, all over and over. Okay. And I do have a free meditation if you want to get that. And also, it's funny because I'm reading one of the comments, so it's triggering me to remember. Keep a dream journal, whatever type you like to use, by the side of your bed. So that will help you visualize yourself remembering your dreams. And when you wake up, you know, visualize yourself, you remember your dreams, and you wake up and you say, yay, I remembered my dreams. And keep doing this night after night until you do remember your dreams. And everyone dreams. Some people are like, I don't dream. Well, you don't remember your dreams, because if you didn't dream, you wouldn't be alive. We need to dream in order to stay alive. So that's just some really fast steps.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we do have the view put in the comments, a viewer, Wendy, and hello, Wendy, and hi, Tiffany and Pamela. I have lots of prophetic dreams. Yes, that's great. So please keep a dream journal if you have prophetic dreams. Then that's how you know you have prophetic dreams too. Even if you remember, you're able to remember your dreams, because I can have some great recall. I can remember. But I found that when I started to journal that all down, and then so you have more details when you write it down than what you may remember. Like we might remember only 3 highlights or 3 points of it, but by writing it down, it's a little bit more bigger picture. And then a little bit more where it matches right to, wow, that was a prophetic dream, because it happened just like how, you know, I dreamed it. And so that's great that you keep a dream diary, Wendy. And so I'll write the date and time of the dreams. This helps a lot. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
And Tiffany, I just want to add, because you said it happens the way exactly, not always. There are some, I call them precognitive dreams of the future. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of symbolism and you don't understand what it means until it happens. Yes, you have those deja vu where it happens exactly, but not always. Sometimes they're just, because it's just like with psychic readings, okay? We don't get all the information, okay? And sometimes with the dreams, we might misunderstand what the information is, and it's more symbolic. So because you need to go through it, and then you can say, oh, that's why. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense, because I was just remembering, I was like, you know, if your precog is pretty close, like months away or something, but like with you, there's those that can go far out, years. And I was thinking, I felt like was trying to describe what airplanes look like, or what an airplane was that he saw in his vision, because he's never seen one. A metal bird, you know, so there could be, if we go so far out and we're seeing something our mind doesn't understand and know how to explain, we're going to use different descriptive words. So yeah, that's pretty. So I was remembering that going, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the other way when it comes to prophetic dreams or precognitive dreams, I prefer precognitive, the word, is people will say, well, how do I know it happened? Well, Wendy's really smart for writing it down, okay? Because then she can go back and say, oh, I had certain, because they feel different. It's kind of like a knowing. It's kind of like you were right there, you remember them. Sometimes I don't have to write them down anymore. I've been writing them for, since like the early 90s. But it's like it's so clear. It's just a feeling like, yes, this is going to happen. But then you have to wait. I have one blog, as the precognitive dream unravels. You also have to allow it to unravel.
So we can get answers then. This is follow right. There goes my dog. Get answers to our dreams. If we maybe ask a question before we go to sleep about something that's bothering us, we can get answers to that.
I'm not sure if I heard correctly because my air went on and you kind of broke up. Or did you ask we can get answers for things from our sleep?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a solution dream. And you can kind of do that the same way as you ask to how to remember your dream. You can ask, like I do it. I'm like, God, please give me an answer for blah, 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 blah in my dream. Okay? Or you can say to yourself, I'm going to get an answer tonight in my dream about this particular problem. And you can even say, and I'm going to wait, it's going to happen right before I wake up, or I'm going to wake up and I'm going to write it down in my journal. You can give yourself a letter too. And the majority of the times you do get it. There are times you don't get it, okay? But please don't stop doing that because it didn't happen. Sometimes it's because you're not supposed to know. We're not supposed to know. Or the situation's going to work itself out, all right? Or, and this happens to me, where I'll ask a question, I don't get an answer, and then during the day, it's like I get my answer somehow, whether it's on the internet or I get a message during the day, or I talk to somebody and they give a message, okay? But I think it's good to do it anyhow because sometimes you can get a message from your dream and then get confirmation during the day or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now, being your dreams help with love relationships.
Absolutely. In fact, that is one of the things that I am working on and trying to figure out how to, and probably have a book, hopefully in 2019, on dream interpretation and love relationships. I've had so many people say, I dreamed about my soulmate before I met him. I've had people tell me they have dreams about the person cheating on them. Okay, and sometimes, yes, sadly they are, but other times it's your fear, because your fears come into your dream, all right? They can give you warnings. I mean, I'm going to share a dream that I had. It's actually in my book, but it was so profound. I had this dream about this man. This was almost 15 years ago, longer, where I was in my high school gym. No, excuse me, my grammar school gym, and I met him, and we really didn't say anything, but it felt like he was trying to control me, and I wanted to get away from him. What was really wild, this was like one of my really first precognitive dreams that I really was like, wow, this is cool. About a couple months later, I met this man who looked exactly the same in the dream, okay? And foolishly, I gave him my phone number, and he pursued me really hard. But I got the same feeling that I got in the dream, and I just kind of blew him off. And I later realized that he had been married 3 times before, and he wasn't even 30 yet. Okay. So that was a great warning. So your dreams will warn you. All right. They will also help you know that this is the right one. Okay. They will help you with arguments. I mean, they can help you with so many things, how you really feel about somebody. Because, we go into denial, our ego gets in the way. Oh, no, he's not right for me. I hear this a lot. He's not spiritual enough, Well, everybody has their own spiritual. And even if somebody doesn't believe in God, doesn't mean that they're not a godly person. Okay. It's how you can have somebody who believes in God and treats people like crap. Okay. Or you can have someone who does what isn't sure, but treats people very godly, very respectful, serves them, helps them. Okay. So maybe you're denying that you have feelings for someone, but it comes out in your dreams. Okay. Maybe you're denying somebody's a womanizer, or is an alcoholic. Your dreams are going to tell you. So yeah, they definitely give us guidance, You can even say, should I marry this man? Okay. Or should I ask this woman to marry me? Should I ask her out? Should I ask him out? I mean, just like a solution dream. Yeah, dreams. I'm getting all excited. Can you tell? Dreams will definitely help you with your relationships. And it's not just love relationships. It's all relationships. Because, love relationships, of course, are important, but so are all our other relationships with family and colleagues. You can have a dream that's going to tell you if you've been not denying that your, child is using drugs or alcohol. You will get messages for that, or how to protect your children. I remember I got somebody wrote into Bellesprit Magazine who kept on having, dreams about getting her child being kidnapped. And I couldn't say for sure, but I said, but you know what? That's telling you to watch out for your child. So yes, they can help.
Wow. That's great. And I, now this I want to share with you ties into the next question too, is that being the psychic medium that we are too, in our dreams can also really be answer a lot of questions. And one of my sons, this was years ago, wanted to go check out authors who FBI agent, and solving crimes, that kind of thing. And so we're sitting there, and it's really good, like he's talking about unsolved mysteries, and then even how some of the things, without giving out too much about, what they do and how they catch the criminals. But then they brought up immediately a missing child case, and it was a little girl. And I immediately was like, no, stop. I don't want to hear anything, because I knew I was going to get it. And to me, kudos to those. There's people out there who do delve into this with missing kids. I'm too empathic. It really tears me up. It hurts me. And it's just something I know that's not my forte. That's not my thing right now. But wouldn't you know, I heard enough details, because I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom while they talk about this, And wouldn't you know, I got the dream, all the information about the little girl. And I sent it to the FBI agent. Something that's not asked for. I'm very hesitant with that. But the dream kept nipping at me and wouldn't leave me alone until I just emailed it to him. And so I was like, look, take it for what you want. That's fine. It won't let me go until I email this to you. And then finally, it let me go after I did that. I was like, so take it what you want, whatever. I'm not looking for credit for it. I just want this girl to have peace. I want this girl to have peace. So I never heard anything about it, because a lot of cases, thank God, they keep adding to the papers. But it's when I ask the guides and angels about it, I get a really peaceful answer in return, so I know everything worked out, but it's so does learning how to interpret your dreams then increase your intuition and psychic medium abilities?
Oh yeah, definitely, because you're getting, anything that gets you in touch with your subconscious, with the messages that you're getting in your dreams, is going to come out in the nighttime. As I said earlier, it brought back my psychic abilities. So yeah, and learning the symbolism and learning about you. That's what dreams are for too in life, is learning about you. So they definitely help with intuition. I can't think of a specific case, but with like precognitive dreams, there's a certain feeling, and it's kind of similar to what you were saying about your dream and peace. There's a certain feeling that helps you get in touch with it. So definitely, it's a good way to help your spiritual growth, dream interpretation, and your intuition.
Joe, I love conversing with you and just you sharing your knowledge and wisdom on dream interpretation. And one more time, the websites, of course, we had on the screen. You can get back to that again. It's PamelaCummins.com or LearnDreamInterpretation.com. And could you just remind everyone about the contest again, please?
Sure. It's underneath the free gifts on the LearnDreamInterpretation.com. I'll put it on I don't know if it's pinned to the top of my page. I'll pin it on that. All you have to do is enter in your email address. That's all you have to do. You're on my mailing list. I do ask that you stay on my mailing list to September 15th. Some people subscribe, get the free gift, and unsubscribe, because I'm going to take, on September 15th, I'm going to take all those names, probably write them by hand, and either have me or probably my cat or Chris choose one. And if your name's picked, you get a free dream interpretation session. It's an hour long, and it's $160. And you can either ask about your dreams, or if you want more coaching, or just asking about questions about dreams, whatever you want to do with that hour. So please, it's a great giveaway. I would enter that if it was somebody else's, that's for sure.
Right. Yes, it is a great deal. So please take advantage of that. And thank you again so much. Beautiful Pamela Cummins, and just please notify her, enter that contest, and book a session with her too. So thank you everyone who has joined in. And thank you so much, Pamela. And all right, so just want to end the show here with everyone. Tune in next Monday at 12 noon Eastern time. Thank you for tuning in, and may the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many.
Namaste.